Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Africans have money and live better lives than most Americans. Huda Moro reacts to new U.S. immigration policy. Huda Moro, in a swift reaction to the new U.S. immigration policy, stated that most Africans have money and live better lives than most Americans. Recall, LIB reported that President Donald Trump's administration cancelled automatic citizenship for the children of some U.S. citizens, members, and U.S. government employees living abroad and children of non-citizens born in the United States. The Kenyan socialite and businesswoman, however, rubbished the new policy a lot as she recalled her experience of living in the United States for 6 months. Huda Morin alleged that the North American country is a debt society where most people live off the credits. She further stated that she travels around the world and so no one will lie to her. Yes, you guys are. I'm sure you are aware of this automatic cancellation of a this U.S. What is it even called? The U.S. Citizenship. You know, before now, once you just go there, if you give birth, automatically the child becomes a U.S. citizen. And meanwhile, before now, the president has been saying that they are going to do that over 2 years ago, that they are going to cancel it. People thought maybe the guy was joking, but it has come to pass that as soon as you give birth in the United States, automatically your children cannot be, or your child cannot be, a U.S. citizen. And that is why this woman is coming out. Her name is Huda Morin. You know, she reacted and saying that Africans have money and live better lives than most Americans. She can say that in her own way. If you talk about Africa, yes, Africa has money. The continent has money. The countries in the continent, have money. But the issue is that the money they have is for the politicians, is for the leaders. If you talk about the leaders that maybe they are living, maybe Africans, you can talk about, because like I always say, that like, take Nigeria for example. The people that are enjoying the dividends of democracy, or the dividends of being a citizen of a country, they are the politicians. Just check it. The most lucrative job in Nigeria, just being a politician, you are made for life. Most especially when you are being given a juicy position, according to them, that's their language, because that's what they fight for. Once they don't get that juicy position, the next thing they will start talking about marginalization, so that people that the real people that are being marginalized, they will not be supporting them. That is the game which everybody, most people know. Some people might not even know it. So when you talk about Africans that they live better life, you can talk about politicians and those that are, close to the cookie jar, those with power, who have opportunity to, to be at the helm of affairs of the country. And most importantly, if you really want to downplay it, look at the whole thing. Okay, if you can say maybe some Africans, they have a money, or maybe they live better life, what is the percentage? Apart from the politicians, what is the percentage? The percentage will be, we can't be up to 2%. If you look at it thoroughly, how many people are living below $1? Of course, whatever she has said about is a debt, whatever, but it's better off. Then you ask yourself, if really that is the case, then why people go there to give birth? Why do people rush there? We need to tell ourselves the home truth, my dear lady. We need to tell ourselves the home truth. We should not just be like, oh, to hell with them, to whatever. But it's hurting, because a lot of people go there to, to better the lives of their children. That is why they go there to give birth. Because if not, why not the reverse is the case? Why is it that the Americans, they don't come to US, to Africa to come and give birth? Why? Ask yourself that question. If your house is comfortable, just like I always say, if your house is conducive, comfortable for you, you don't go anywhere to go and do what? To go to a place where there is suffering. Is that what you are saying? Of course, we know that some people, there's nowhere where there's no poverty, but the degree at which the poverty operates, that is what we are talking about. There is no place where there's no corruption, but the degree of the whole thing, that is what we talk about. That is what we talk about. If you have a people, 90% of people, behaving in a funny way, what do you want people to categorize those people? They will say everybody in that place everybody in that country behaves in a funny way. And if you have a country where people behave normal, they behave the way they ought to be, they do things accordingly, 90% of those people. But of course, you still have 10% of them that, they don't do things rightly. Automatically, we say those people, the places, they is a good place and they behave well. So that is what we are talking here. You talk about Africa. Which Africa are you talking about? The Africa that is always coming to them, to get aid from them, to go and be begging, to get a loan and all manner of things. That even the so-called developed countries, they come to that same place. The African countries come for help, go for help, from those developed countries. And the developed countries like the US and others, they still help these African countries that you are talking about. If really people live well and they have money and live better in Africa. So if you talk that maybe about 5% of Africans are in that category of the people you say they live better than most Americans. It's not true. We should tell ourselves the home truth. If our place is okay, why are you going there? What is the reason behind, or the reason behind, the brain behind people going to the US to go and give birth? Ask me, give me one reason why people go there. They have their reasons. So why is it that reverse is not the case, that the people, Americans or the British people or all the so-called developed countries, like when you talk about the US, UK, Canada, at least those ones, at least let's even use them as an example. Why is it that there are people in their large numbers, they don't come to Africa to give birth? Why? You just tell me why. So we should just stop deceiving ourselves. The main thing is that it's for us to tell our people to do the right thing. If your house is conducive, make your home, make your continent, make your country, make that place heaven on earth here. You will see that nobody will go there. Your people will be there. They will be so happy. It is the people, the other people, the other countries, other people from other countries will be the one coming to your country. They will be rushing you. They rush you. Now they rush you, not the other way around, because we are the one rushing them, and that is the fact. Our leaders in Africa, they are living in affluence, and they hold on to power. They don't want to release it. And even if they know that they are going to release it at some point in time, they just want to make sure they use the power, at the detriment, or to the detriment of the people, to intimidate people. They want to use it to the fullest. And before after leaving, you see that they start, amassing wealth of the people, even to themselves. And even when you know that there's corruption about the wealth of the people, most of the time they don't even bring them to book. At least let me speak for Nigeria. Let me speak for Nigeria, so that I will not speak for Africa. But he used Africa generally. But as I'm making my explanation and my analysis, I'm basing it. I'm using Nigeria as a reference point, because that is what is happening. So, my dear lady, what you have said, it's the truth. There is not up to 10%. Of course, that is the system, but the system recognizes everybody. The system there recognizes and appreciates their people, appreciates their citizens. And that is why the man is saying, America first, making America great. You make your country great, so that Americans will be coming to your country. You make Nigeria great, and let Americans be coming and be rushing down to Nigeria. We are not talking of Americans that are coming to do business in Nigeria, or Americans that are coming to do one or two things. We are talking about, ordinary American on the street, moving in their numbers, in their large numbers to Africans. Those are the people we are talking about. You don't just base your points on people that are already well to do. So if you compare them, you can have your way. But what's the percentage of the people that are living better in Africa? So guys, that is just my own point of view what she has said is she's not far from the truth. But even if as they are living off debt, they are good. Their citizens are living better, much better than the citizens of Africans. That is why you see Africans rushing there to go and give birth. Why did they go there to give birth? What is, if there's nothing special about it, why did they go there? Then if America, you think that they are not living right or they are not living better, why are there people not coming back to Africa to come and get their citizenship, to get Africa citizenship, or to get a Nigerian citizenship passport? So why is it not like that? So all of those is just to try to, try to put up a bold face, just to try to say, okay, to hell with you, we don't care. We bother, you bother, everybody, people bother. A lot of people bother. Even if they come out to say, you say, no, forget it, they bother. If our home is okay, we wouldn't be bothered. Like, never, we wouldn't be better. And someone is saying like, oh, one is rich doesn't mean everyone is rich. That is it. In Africa, people go through hell to eat and not even free movement for them. You can't criticize anyone once you don't have money. Africans running to slave masters countries through desert. Money indeed without toothpicks industry. Go back home and get sense, but bunch of lazy people from backward continents. So that's what somebody is saying. So guys, that is just the truth, nothing but the truth. These guys are just putting this wonderful woman, let me just put it that way, she's just trying to make us feel good, but in the reality we know what is happening, so we can't be fooled. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. If we deceive other people, if you can deceive people but you cannot deceive yourself, that is just it. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about what this woman has said. Please put down your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.